Hi, I'm Lori with the Melted Crayon. In a past video, I featured fast frames, and I had such a huge response of questions and emails that I thought I would do another video to show you some more about the fast frame and maybe hopefully answer some of those questions that we had. So again, this is a fast frame. It comes with all of these frames that you see in front of me. The fast frame is an add-on feature that is an aftermarket product. You can buy it online, and it is used to help with those hard to embroider items that may be pre-sewn, such as a bag like this. So it allows you to slide the frame right in and the bag in and still be able to embroider. But some of the misleading things about a fast frame is this. A lot of people think, oh, perfect, I can use it for pockets. Well, just thinking about this pocket right here, sure, it fits in the pocket, but remember, when you're embroidering, it has to also fit on the neck of the machine. So a pocket, even with something like this, isn't going to be easy to embroider with this thin. Now I can use a little bag such as this, but remember, then I have to think about the fact that I can only embroider within the perimeter that's here. Otherwise the needles can hit these and break. So you have to allow for that small amount of space when you're embroidering. Okay, so what we are going to do today is we are going to do some embroidery using one of the smaller fast frames, so you can see how we could use this frame. So I'm going to start by hooking it in here. And you'll see there's a ridge here. This ridge on both sides, you want it to slide so it fits in here. And it slides on. And there we go. Hook it like this. Then when we put the stabilizer on, the stabilizer goes on differently than it would for your normal hoop that you would use. So for this, instead, you're going to put your stabilizer underneath. Now, a lot of people use sticky stabilizer on here, and they cut it and it sticks on it. I don't like sticky stabilizer, so I instead use just regular either tearaway or a cutaway. Cutaway is a little more challenging in a small piece like this, so I'm going to use a tearaway, which I'll show you why later. But I just fold it, wrap it around like this, and I'm going to use this. It's called an easy clip. An easy clip just goes right on the edge, and it hooks a little metal clip that keeps the stabilizer in place. Okay, so 2 is enough. The fewer the better, because again, you don't want these being hit by needles. So I just use as few of them as I can. And then we'll go over to the machine and we'll stick it on the machine. All right. So we'll slide this on. Tighten this up. All right, so this is the frame itself. It slides right on your machine. This is the Brother PR1050x. And because this is an aftermarket piece, your machine thinks that you have this much space to embroider. So you do have to come over here to the machine. There is this button right here. This button shows the diameter of your project. So you can see here, I'm using white thread, so that's why it's showing it as kind of hard to see. But this design, I want to see if it's going to fit within my frame before I even put my project on there. And so I am going to press this button, and then one of the questions that I heard is, how do you know which needle? This needle moved. I'm going to show you again that. So I'm going to push it again, but video, or if you'll just show how this needle reacts. Okay, because that was the one that moved, I know that that is my lead needle. It's showing me that that is the space that my design will be in. So I'm safe. My design will fit within this space according to that needle. All right, so now I'm going to embroider this oven mitt. Now you're going to see that this is one of the limitations here. It has to fit on this, plus it has to fit on the neck of the machine. So I'm going to slide it on here. But here's where it differs from using just a regular hoop, is nothing is holding this in place. So if I were to push this diameter thing again, which I'll do just to show you, watch what happens to my project. Slides around, but it actually kind of slides its way off. So actually it stayed on there pretty good that time, but usually it shifts this, and so you have to be careful when you start. So I'm going to fit it on there. I want it in here. I know that it's going to fit within this spot. I am going to now embroider, but I'm going to kind of hold this in place till my first few stitches are started, so that I know that it's secure, so that when it does start rotating this way and that way, it's set. It's staying put. Okay, so I'm going to hit embroider, lock, and start. Okay, our project is done, so we'll take it off the machine and I'll show you how we get it off the fast frame. Okay, let me win. All right, so pulling it off the fast frame, we actually are going to tear now the tearaway. That is why a tearaway is a lot nicer at this point. Oh, I can hear my dog underneath me, but just ignore the sniffing. It's just Molly. All right, so now what I'm going to do is these little clips that I clipped on earlier, I'm going to get a hold of them, and that'll help get these off. Okay. So I'm going to pull these clips out, and I can clean up the project a little bit here by just pulling the other clip and kind of tearing and cleaning it up. Okay. And I can clean it up some more later, but here is the final project. I like pig butts. Here is one that says, I like pig butts and I cannot lie. Okay, again, just another variation of the design. Now with these clips, we can reuse them. Again, so you just load them back up into the back. Or you can buy refills called here it is, it's Easy Clip, it's called. Refill. About $6, I think, for 10 more of them. But if you can reuse them, why not, right? Okay, and so that is a way to use these fast frames for a little pre-sewn item, such as an oven mitt.